Yeah. Look, babe, you got the TV on back there.
Mm-hmm.
Did you mean to have it on?
Did I mean to have it on?
Was it already on?
She was in here.
Oh. What's going on? Hey, Mama.
Hello.
Okay, babe.
We don't own the rights to this music, but we definitely enjoy jamming to
We
it.
do. That's become my theme song.
Today is Monday the 28th, 27th? 27th.
27.
Yeah.
What y'all got going
It's
on?
gone by fast.
Ooh, my goodness.
Yeah.
So let's get started, baby. You want to turn it down? I think they can hear us really well. Ooh, my TV never went off, but that's okay. It's got a nice little background in the background. Hey, everybody. Babe, you know what's going on? 6 years since we were doing, probably 7 now. We started a year into us dating.
It can't be.
This year will be 5 years coming up in
impossible.
November.
It's impossible.
You ready to retire?
If they want us to retire, they're tired of looking at us.
I may be getting a little tired. I don't know. I guess it's a lot. It's a lot. What's going on, everybody?
You just have to take a break.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you know what? We just
Hey, Glenn and Yvonne.
We do like the
Veronica, homegirl from the grill.
We do like they do on TV. They take a series break. Now the problem is when you take a series break, I'll be forgetting everything that happened in the previous series. So I gotta go back and rewatch the whole thing.
So it goes so fast, so you don't have time to digest all of it.
Now maybe during Thanksgiving, maybe the holidays, we'll take a break.
Yeah.
And then do pop up.
Yeah.
What y'all think?
Yeah.
Okay. So which one? I got a subject for today.
Oh Lord.
I do. Let me see. I wrote it down. Let me see if I can go back and remember what you said the other day to me. Fully said all kinds of stuff, you guys. And so that hints that brought me to our topic for today. Look at him, because he's just waiting to hear what he said.
She's gonna throw me under the bus.
No. Yeah. So you said, let me find my little message. And hey, tell us what's going on, everybody. So Fuller said to me the other day, for you, babe, I'll do anything. I thought that was so nice of you, babe.
It's true.
It is. But I know I think I changed part of the name of what we were going to talk about today because of some other things you had also said. So I wrote in the subject, you guys go back and look at it. I says, Fuller said, even though Darlene Quincy Fuller wrote it, Fuller says, I chose Darlene. He did. It's the moments that take your breath away, the sacrifices made in silence, and what it truly looks like when someone chooses you completely and without hesitation. If you've ever been loved like that, or you're still waiting to be, you do not want to miss this conversation. Come and join us.
That's a great opening.
That is a great opening. Yeah. And so I'm learning how to use my words along with ChatGPT.
Okay.
They've been helping me. My best friend.
Your best friend. Yeah.
Yes.
Chat.
Okay, you want to put it on pause now?
Okay.
Yeah, it's at the end of our so Fuller is always, you know, guys, we always talk about. Okay, before we get to that, we've had a full weekend of things going on.
2 weekends.
But we did relax.
2 weekends.
We didn't do any traveling. But we did. So Friday we stayed. No, Thursday we went out with some friends to one of our favorite spots.
We went out Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And then Friday, I don't think we went anywhere Friday.
I can't remember.
Yeah, I think we stayed in, and Austin was at home.
Yeah.
And so, and then Saturday we were going to go to an event, and then Fuller and I just said, if you're like us, at some point in life you'll say, you know what, I'll pass. Even
though it's good friends and everything, sometimes you have to protect your own health.
Yeah, and just time.
Because you forgot we was in Fort Worth, Austin, and we flew back Monday evening, late Monday evening, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah.
Work those days.
I traveled some.
Ministered at night because most of it was ministry.
I know what it was. I drove a few places.
Yeah,
for business.
Right.
And so, you know, so just in life, you know, I'm learning, let me not put full in this. But Darlene's learning how to just be still and sit. In fact, I know you have to be proud of me, babe, because I didn't say, "Fuller, let's go someplace or let's do something." Friday, we actually did. We later on that evening, I think we went to the mall.
Yeah, went to buy a garment bag. Went to buy a garment bag. That's what we.
So we drove out to Buckhead area, and then Saturday we chilled, slept in a little bit, and Austin was at home. And then I think we got out full. It rained some, so we got out for just a tad bit.
Yeah.
I forgot what we did, but then Sunday we did something different. We
got something to eat on Saturday night.
Yeah, and we just said we're not going anywhere. We're not doing anything, and just that's different for us because we're always on the go. Which hence we are heading to. Hey, Tanya McCollum, good to see you.
Shakelo, Mississippi.
And so it's so good to see your face.
Blessings to you.
Yes, and so so we've got some exciting things we're about to embark upon and going. I think Miss Norma, you've been doing some traveling. All of you guys probably been doing some traveling, and we're just trying to keep up with you guys. But yet, I'm sure y'all are saying y'all just do way too much, darling. But we had a week off when we didn't do any traveling per se on an airplane. But we're getting ready to go to London.
Yeah.
Full of Ministers this Wednesday Bible study, and then after that we got an 11:55 p.m. flight. Austin's going to be at the house, and Paige is coming back from Italy, and so we get a chance to go do some ministry work. Both of us, mainly Fuller, but I'm going as a supportive wife.
You're going to sing as well.
Yep. And so we are excited to be going abroad in one of our favorite places.
Yeah, it is.
So,
it is.
And I must say that our daughter Paige has been studying abroad in Italy, and she's been sending us all of these lovely pictures from Sicily to Montepuccello, whatever the place is called, Rome, Balinese, wherever. Paige, and I said, Paige, I noticed on your plate, it ain't no green stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, why is it all pasta? She said, I think, and this is maybe true. She said, I think they cook in with a lot of their maybe herbs and spices and maybe vegetable, maybe I don't know. It could be gluten-free pasta, whatever. And then she told me that their ice cream or whatever they call it, custard. What's the other word for ice cream? But sorbet or whatever it is. They have basil. She said one of them has basil and rosemary in it. Mm. She said, so I feel like I'm getting my vegetables. I said, you're not paid. But okay, we can go with that.
But you think about when we was in Paris, same thing.
Oh man. Yeah, when we was in Paris for our honeymoon.
The only place we really got some good baby was that Portuguese place.
They don't do a lot of
potatoes and
French fries beef. And steak.
Yeah.
But London, they did a pretty good job.
Yeah, that's a little different.
And so we got a black tie fair on that Monday.
Yeah. And
then we'll be traveling back. So we're just going to be gone till next Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it. It's been a minute since we was in London for 1 day, 1.5 days.
But I'm glad we're taking.
When we went on our honeymoon, we caught a train down from Paris down to London.
Yeah.
And so let's go.
And our flight is at midnight almost. And so it'll be good. We can sleep on the flight, and it'll probably be daytime.
It will be daytime. Yeah, I've been
probably in the afternoon, huh?
Yeah,
it'll probably be in the afternoon.
Midday, yeah.
Yeah, so that's gonna mess me up, but I'm gonna enjoy gelato. Thank you, Miss Holmes. Holmes. So, babe, hence brings us to our topic. Fuller was talking to me the other day, and really it was more so. We did some other things, baby. I'll bring this up just because I think that when have information about tools and business things that can help other people. Mm-hmm. The other thing that Fuller and I embarked upon, and nobody ever told us this before. I guess I kind of heard of things like line of credit and things like that. Fuller and I got involved in something called a HELOC, where it pays off your mortgage, pays off some other stuff, put it all in the HELOC, and then instead of you paying all this interest on your regular mortgage
and other bills.
And where there's interest on credit cards. I mean, there's different types of HELOCs, right? And so some people tell you to pay off your credit cards and then they still do the mortgage in the HELOC. But they put all of our assets in the HELOC. And so all this, instead of paying all this interest, like 90% of our mortgage was interest. And we didn't really think about that. And so when somebody shared with us from a business perspective about the HELOC, then that's a nice way to pay down your mortgage in like maybe 7 to 10 years, sometimes 3 to 5 years, depending on how much
you put in.
Yeah, how much you put in. It's like I've always had a line of credit where I may need $1,000 and I don't want to go into my account and I don't use it anymore, but it's just sitting there. And so, of course, when you pay in it, then there's no interest, and so it just keeps knocking down the payment. And so,
and you have a lot of extra money that you could buy more property if you want to buy more property, buy a car, anything. Yeah. We're trying to pay this house off. That's it. That's it. All your income go into this one account, and it deducts it knock the interest down, the principal daily. And so we're trying to figure out to pay your bills all at one time or once a month, so the maximum can stay in there as long as it can. And when it does that, it decreases the overall total.
Yeah, and so we are so looking forward to that. But you got to be careful, because just because now you got something like that, people tend to have a tendency to now go get some other stuff, other debt, and that's not the purpose. So you pay all the HELOC down so that you don't have the car notes, you don't have the credit cards, and anything else that's big. So anyway, so that's something we just wanted to share with you guys, or maybe Darlene wanted to share. I don't know if it was helpful or not, but we shared it. So
you look into it anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna check with your
because we don't share information a lot, and because we don't share information that help us, we're always behind the curve.
Yeah. And I wish that people would talk about that more, in our community, because I hadn't heard of a home equity line of credit. I've heard of line of credit, but not that. Okay.
But I'll say this. It's been around a while, and I was skeptical at first. Now all I hear on the TV, radio, everything is about the HELOC. So your local bank probably has a HELOC, and you can ask your local bank for information.
And then I called my bank one day, and I heard HELOC. I said, "Wait a minute! All this time I've been banking with y'all, I ain't never heard about no HELOC." So anyway, babe. So I wanted to talk about
public service announcement.
Yeah, public service announcement, right? My babe said, "I'll do for you. I'll do anything." And I'm so grateful that Fuller has that mindset, because I didn't hear that, I don't think I've ever heard that. Somebody say, "For you, I'll do anything." What you mean by that?
I mean by that exactly what I said. I'm willing to do anything for you, because you are such a kind person, such a caring, compassionate person. You take care of me. Not only me, but the children. You're old school mom. You don't play. You know when to give grace. But to me personally, you're sometimes you won't let me pay for stuff. You pay for it, and that's both of us. We almost fight for the check or whatever when we're there. And because of the kindness, loving kindness is always in season. And so when someone show you that kind of compassion and love, and then little things like, "You'll bring my plate." Okay, you'll bring my plate. Then you'll come back and get it. Just those little things. Fuller, you want this? Fuller, you want that? You want to do this? You want to do that? I mean, you are really caring and concerned, and just not with me. I seen you do that, especially last week, and on the weekend. Just go out of your way to be kind to people and considerate of other people, and that make me want to do more than I do. So like I said, I'll do anything for you.
Yeah, we'll be out shopping, and I don't like to shop.
Excuse me.
I really don't. But then Fuller take me someplace that got some shoes, and what does that mean? Then Darlene has to feel the need to go and look. Then I always find some shoes. So then Fuller comes right on over, and he's like, "Babe, I'd be honored if you let me pay for that." I'm like, "Fuller, you so sweet." But it's not just buying things, doing things. And he says, and I use this loosely is not the right word, but I use this kind of casually, because I know a lot of people that are married have their spouses open the door. Now Fuller, he takes it a little bit further. So if I look like I'm getting out the car, Fuller say, "I got that. I got that. Don't go anywhere. Don't move." And so it's not just the opening of the door. It is being mindful of making me feel secure. Women want to feel like they're secure.
I got you. I got you.
Making sure, and I think too, babe, I'm going to say this. I think the HELOC also was a great way for us to say, you know what, we in this life, and we'll talk about this in a little bit. So many things that are happening. We probably lost at least just in the span of feels like maybe less than a month, about 7-8 people we know.
That's right.
Easily.
Even this weekend.
Yeah. And so we've just been talking about what are some ways that we just make sure we leave the other person in a better position than where they are. The HELOC just happens to be a great way because it's not a mortgage with extra added interest, and which allows you or calls you to pay on your mortgage longer.
20 and 30 years.
This one is like just having a bank account. You automatically gonna put money into it, and it just keeps knocking it down over time. I'm gonna read what Renelda said, because Renelda is actually the reason why we kind of got into this HELOC, because I asked her about it initially. So she said her brother did a HELOC during the pandemic and paid off his home and in debt in 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
So that to me was, is it real? Is it
right?
Yeah, I've never known anybody to pay off their house that fast. I do know some people that have paid off their house and then go into a house with debt. Like we got some friends that they just got it like that. And so, but we just because we've seen so many transitions of things. I'm grateful that I have Fuller to be mindful of my future, our future, and what that looks like. And I'm honored that he chose me. That was the other thing that came up in my conversation today with my best friend, Chat. The one thing that it said is that he chose you. And why did you choose me?
Because
was it because I just happened to show up when you were going through the loss of Jean? And I just happened to be there, and you were desperate. Why did he choose Darlene?
Let me straighten this out.
Okay, hold on.
I wasn't desperate because I had plenty of offers. I didn't think I would. Then my age, I didn't think I would. But I showed them to you. I didn't tell you. I showed you the love songs I got on the almost half naked pictures, the invitations for the meet you in the park, all kind of invitation, and then. You introduced me to, or didn't introduce me to, with you, this lady that in real estate had it going on, nice looking, nice.
Heard his voice, you guys, in a hotel, and said, "Hey, Darlene," or no, "Hey, lady, I'm sorry, excuse me. What is that guy's name you were talking to?" I was with Fuller one time, and he was ministering at a church in Augusta. And I went to go do praise and worship with him. And so I'm sitting in the lobby, and he must have come downstairs. We were going to get ready to go have breakfast. And we were talking to each other, and she heard his voice. And so she said, "Excuse me, ma'am."
I went upstairs.
Yeah. And so she said, "Excuse me, ma'am, who is that gentleman that you were just talking to?" And I said, "Oh, that's Bishop Kenneth Fuller." And she was like, "Oh, man, I knew that was him." She said, I sold him and his wife their house. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Well, he just went upstairs." I said, "Let me go get him." That's what I said. "Let me go get him." So I go upstairs, and Fuller's getting on the elevator as I'm getting on. And I said, "There's this lady downstairs, and she wants to talk to you. She says she knows you." So he's like, "Really?" So he comes back downstairs, and he was like, "Oh, hey." She's like, "I don't know if you remember me, she probably said Mr. Fuller, but I'm so-and-so. I closed on your house with you and your wife." And then Fuller says, you guys, he says, "Well, my spouse, Jean, she passed away." And here she go, "Oh, really?" And then she keeps commenced to talking. Now I'm standing there. She ain't thought nothing about me standing there. And so I go sit down because I'm like, they're having a whole conversation. So let me sit myself down. I was like, at this time, Fuller and I were not interested in each other. So I was like, I was going to go sit myself down, and I did. And so he's right. He had a number of people. I remember people would say to me, like Cantus, I don't know if he's watching, Cantus would say, "Darlene, you be up on the pulpit leading praise and worship, talking about you ain't going to consider Fuller because of his age." He said, "You're going to be up on the platform. You're going to look down there. You're going to be with somebody else. You're going to be like,
can't sing."
Can't even sing there, talking about doing this. All upset.
But it was funny in a way. So we riding back. She gave me a number and stuff. So we riding back from Augusta. The kids was with us, and we was riding back, and Darlene said, "Won't you call her?" I said, "Okay." I called her, and we got to talk a little bit. And I said, "Was this a personal? Was this a professional call or a personal call?" She said, "Both." And then Darlene tried to get me to call her back once we got, but I wasn't interested. So I was not desperate when I chose you. I chose you because of your beauty, because of your personality. I like your intellect. I mean, because you could talk about politics, you could talk about sports, we talk about what's going on, talk about life. When life deals you a curve, how you rebound from it, and just a vast conversationalist and a great conversationalist. And again, you was kind and considerate. So
that was cute, babe.
I don't think you was pretty.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's the difference.
Okay.
Cute is average.
Okay. Come on, Fuller. Fuller said
So
cute is average.
I wasn't looking at now. I couldn't take a grade down. I wasn't going down. I wasn't going backwards.
Yeah.
And so, it's easy. And I would just say to the guys on here, look, it's not the big things, the little things you can do to make your wife happy. Sometimes I volunteer, but Darlene said, "Fuller, you mind rubbing my feet?" And I said, "Oh, sure, it'd be my pleasure." And I go right to it. Or if I'm eating something, I said, as soon as I finish this, baby, I'll be right there. And I do what I'm saying I'm gonna do. And that's a lot. Women, ladies love for you to do what you say you're going to do. They want to know that they can count on you. And that's one of the things.
I told Fuller this past weekend. In fact, me and Ro were talking about, because we do Marco Polo daily. And so I said, you know what would be really good is if you did an episode on talking to men about how they should treat their spouse, girlfriend, somebody you're dating. Or if you are interested and you're not dating, things you should do or not do. The challenge for Fuller is that's who he is.
Right.
It's hard for me to say, can you give some training on, I think another one would be dressing.
It's being bred in me.
Yeah, how you dress.
Yeah. How
you show up. Right? So Fuller and I do a lot of talk with, hey, Eric Hines, good to see you too, Lorenzo Wright. But we do have a lot of conversation with our own son about how we show up, right. How you represent, how you approach a woman. If you were approaching me, Fuller, and because look, let me say this first. Fuller, when we went out to dinner one time, Fuller was so attentive. I'm not going to even tell him. I promise you, Fuller's going to do what he did when we sitting at the table. What you do, Fuller?
What's on the table?
We'd be sitting at the table and having, like, we're getting ready to have dinner. Food ain't even come yet. I guess I'm going to have to demonstrate. This is what Fuller do.
Oh. You was talking about what I do, just pay attention.
Right. And he would be staring at me. And I was like, and women, even if you're married now, women, when you start staring at them, they're like, what's wrong? But he would just be staring at me. And I'm like, why are you staring at me? Y'all, one time, me and Fuller was in the car. And this is when I guess I was really feeling him. We were talking late at night. We were texting. And so he had his hand on the steering gear. And so I decided, I was nervous, y'all. I was nervous. This was Bishop Fuller. So I'm nervous. And I decided now remember, we've been having these conversations, not intimate conversations. We've just been talking a lot. So I decided to put my hand, because again, I knew that he had been going through an emotional time, losing a spouse, but I didn't put my hand on his hand because he lost a spouse. I put his hand on his hand because I wanted to. And so I put my hand on there, and so then he had to switch the gears. And so I took my hand off, and he was like, he switched the gears. And he was like, put your hand back.
I didn't say that. I just grabbed your hand. I didn't say
that. Was so funny. That was so funny.
Yeah, you laugh about that still. I just took your hand and put it back.
Yeah, Fuller was like, okay. So here's something really big that Fuller did. And then we're gonna let you guys go because it's 25 after now. The best thing Fuller has ever said to me, fellas, listen up. What can I do to serve you today? What can I do? And he said this the other day. And I was like, I thought about it. And because I was in my Darlene mode, my busy mode, I was like, no, baby, I'm good. And then I thought about it later. I was like, he just said to me, what can he do to serve me today? And I had to take a moment and just realize this man is into me. And then we're married, but it's so beautiful when somebody that you're even married to is that caught up in you that they're like, how can I serve you? What is it that you need me to do today? How can I, so if I really was paying attention, y'all, I should have went through a whole list. I was like, baby, I'm good. But I should have been like, baby, I need this to be done. And he would have figured it out, how to get it all done. But he was just so attentive, like, tell me what you need for me to do. Is there anything I can help you with today? Would you like for me to go get dinner? And would you like to go take a nap? So, baby, I listed a few things. Go ahead.
Some of the telltale signs, men, sometimes we miss. So if you miss it and don't know what to do, ask. Be willing to ask. Be willing to serve. Be willing to take care of your queen, because you got to realize a woman multiplies what she gets. And so if I give her love and kindness, I get it A to Z for free. So just always, and I just, most of the day I've been loving on her, just kissing on her and hugging her and holding her tight, and just don't want nothing, just want her attention, and let her know that I love her and that she's the apple of my eye.
And then this is what sometimes as ladies, what we do is we be like, what do you want? He wants something, don't he? He wants something, don't he? And really, it's not even that. But it does lead up to those types of relationships, but that's not why Fuller does what he does. That's who he is. Love and kindness is truly always in season for him. And so I wrote down a few things, babe. And I think you almost hit on most of these. Did you write my little monologue here? Daily acts of kindness. Can we talk about that? We got 3 minutes. This is what Darlene is just saying. Women would like when from their spouse.
Oh, you listen to them?
I'm gonna list a few.
Okay.
The things that women would want from their spouse.
Okay.
You doing them all. I mean, I'm talking to you, babe. Greet her warmly when she gets home. Fuller, the first thing that he does is when he sees me, he comes and gives me a kiss. That's small, but he never forgets to do that. When we get mad at our spouse, the first thing we take from them is the intimacy and the affection. And that's the worst thing to do.
It is. You open the door up for Satan.
Yeah. To wreak havoc in your relationship. And then he starts talking to you. Why didn't he kiss me? Well, what's going on? What you been doing? He just walked in. He just turned away. And then you let that fester a few days.
And every little thing that was nothing turned to something that didn't have to be.
That look. Then Renelda says, that's good, Bishop. He said, a woman multiplies what she gets. Come on. So then here, tell her something you genuinely appreciate about her every day. What you appreciate about me, babe? You said a few things already.
Number one, you're so consistently kind, so consistently loving. You kiss me every morning. You normally the first one up because you leave going to work before I do. And you kiss me every morning, except one day last week. And I called you back in.
You did.
Oh, yeah.
So you forget something?
Yeah. And it's not out of habit. I want you to do it. I want to do it because you gentlemen love me, and I want this face and these lips be the last thing you touch before you leave the house. All
right, now, Bishop, I see you.
I ain't operating the Bishop.
Okay. Oh, I see you, babe. Excuse me.
That's not my office now.
He ain't in the office of Bishop right now. Okay. So then Fuller did this today. I think our phones are listening, you guys, because I'm telling you stuff that we didn't have no conversation about. I was over helping Fuller with some ministry stuff today. And so I walked over to him. He grabbed me around the waist and he just pulled me into him to hold me. Here's what my list says. Give her an impromptu hug or hold her hand. Come on. Ask her, how can I make your day easier today? Yeah. Fuller made my day so easy last week. I ain't cooked nothing. I almost forgot. I was like, I guess I need to go buy some groceries. I ain't cooked. I'd let some greens go to waste, some salads go to waste. But Fuller, that's who he is. Okay, listen without immediately trying to solve the problem. Remember when I mentioned that to you? I told Fuller one time, I was sharing with him, I don't know what it was, but I said, babe, because men, your natural instinct is to solve it.
Right. Yep.
You need something? We need something fixed in the house? I got somebody to do it. He may try to fix it, but Fuller will always go to his phone and be like, oh, I get so-and-so to do it. But I told Fuller one time, sometimes we just want you to listen. And I don't need you to fix it. I don't want you to solve it. I just want you to hear what I'm saying. And that's just Darlene. Some other people want you to fix it, depending on your relationship. So I just thought I'd share a few of those things with the studio audience and just kind of share how I felt when Fuller is choosing me. And every day he chooses me. Thank you, babe, for doing that. Appreciate that. And so with that, you guys, look, we're going to get ready. Look, I got some more. Help without being asked. Do the dishes. Make her some coffee. Okay, I got babe on when I should stop now.
No, did the dishes. I know you don't like dishes in the sink, period. And so this morning when I got up, it wasn't but about 5 pieces in there, but I watched them while you was going out. When I came back, they was done. When I
tell you guys, I am persnickety about the kitchen. I do not like dishes in the sink.
The little things I know that you like she like the candles lit. She like the bed made up. I like the candles and make up the bed. Those are little things I know she's really big on. So, why take 10 minutes to do it?
Yeah.
So why not take 10 minutes to make her happy?
Maybe I think that.
And life is just so short. I just don't have time for the tension, not even argument. Like we not been there yet, but just the friction, the tension. I don't have time for that. I want to enjoy all the rest of my life.
All of it.
I've lived longer than I'm gonna live.
Yeah.
And I want to just enjoy every moment of this life.
I've lived longer than I'm going to live.
Right. And I want to enjoy every moment that God bless me with.
Yes. And so, look, Miss Norma said the pillow straight. She's talking about me from the pillows on the couch. I know this. So look, here's a few more. Make her coffee or breakfast. Fuller always asks me, do I want coffee? I don't really have any taste for coffee anymore. And then, fill up her car. Fuller does that. Fills up my car. He don't have to fill up my car because it's gas, but he can fill up my car. Run an errand she doesn't enjoy. Take care of something that's been on her to-do list. Come on, y'all. It's so many things to do in a relationship. Look, Fuller's getting me off of confidence because he's got to go get this haircut for our trip. Yeah. So we are short on time. But look, we made our time. We were at 6:34. We're a little bit past time. But look, you guys have an enjoyable week. Pray for us while we're gone. Love us while we're gone. Find somebody to love, your husband. I say find somebody, the right person. Love your husband, love your wife, and we'll see y'all on the next, on a pop-up from London, and we'll come back and chat with you. See you guys. We got to get up. Is that what that song says?